It's 5:30 and this is WKYT This Morning. Lexington police are searching for a suspect who they say nearly hit an officer. The latest details on the search coming up.
Also on WKYT, Lexington firefighters say a quick-thinking neighbor helped contain a house fire before they even got to the scene. How that neighbor helped out just ahead this morning.
And we love our horses here in the Commonwealth. An iconic statue outside of the Kentucky Horse Park is getting a touch-up. That and your Kentucky forecast all coming up on WKYT This Morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's so good to have you with us on WKYT, where Kentucky mornings start. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Andrea Walker. It is Wednesday, October 12th, and so far this week we have had beautiful weather, and it's just going to keep on going
Just
today.
fabulous. And you know, all day long, the sunrise is beautiful, the middle of the day is beautiful, and the sunsets have just been breathtaking.
They have
and
been.
So let's continue to enjoy until we have a little change coming. Here's meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, and typically when you start to get those really nice sunrises and sunsets, typically that means that something's on the way the next few days. And we do have that coming up on Thursday and Friday as a cold front blasts on through. Not so much this morning. Actually, temperatures aren't that bad this morning. I know mid-40s there in London. There are a couple of spots here in the 40s, but for the most part, we're staying in the 50s this morning, so it's getting a little bit better. 76 by the afternoon. Focus of the forecast is that front, because that will finally bring us some rain chances, but is it a good rain that most of us need? I'm going to show you that in your forecast coming up.
Forward to that. We'll see you shortly, Micah. Thank you.
New this morning, Lexington police are searching for a suspect who they say nearly hit an officer with their car.
Right. This happened about 3:30 this morning at the Econo Lodge at 8th and Boonesboro Road out near I-75. WKYT's Lauren Miner is live now with the details, and she's joining us. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, Bill. What started off as a disorderly conduct call quickly escalated into a police chase after a man and woman took off in a car, almost hitting a police officer. Police say it all started here at Econo Lodge. Officers were called out to the hotel for a disorderly conduct call. They say a man and a woman were outside running around yelling at each other. When officers arrived, they found the two sitting inside a vehicle close to the room where the commotion was taking place. Police tell us when they approached the car, the man and woman inside refused to talk, put the car in reverse, and then took off. One officer had to jump out of the way to avoid being hit. Thankfully, that officer is okay. Police tell us the car took off going southbound on 75 towards Madison County. They are looking for a 2003 white Dodge Stratus. They did manage to get a partial plate number, which is 092. Now, if you see this vehicle matching this description, they ask that you give KSP a call or Lexington PD. Reporting live in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Lauren, thank you very much. Well, Toyota is recalling more than 300,000 Prius cars from around the world, and it's because of faulty brakes.
Yeah, the recall comes after reports of deaths because of those bad brakes. Michelle Chamberlain is at our alert desk with the details.
Yes, this recall is because of a defect in the parking brake, as you said, that has resulted in deaths. Toyota is recalling nearly 350,000 gas-electric hybrid Prius cars because of the defect. The car company says it's received reports of crashes, injuries, and even deaths. And Toyota says the parking brake cable can disengage, causing the brakes to not work. Now, the automaker says if the car is left in any gear other than park, it could start rolling away and possibly crash. Now, Toyota says nearly 100,000 cars with this defect are here in the United States. Andrea?
Michelle, thank you very much. Lexington firefighters say a neighbor did all the right things when he saw a house on fire. Firefighters were called to a home on Shropshire Avenue in the East End area just before 10 o'clock last night. We're told no one was inside the duplex when the fire started. The neighbor said the fire department was already on their way, so he grabbed a garden hose and started trying to keep the fire in the kitchen.
Typically, we don't recommend people trying to attack a fire themselves, but that's because we don't want there to ever be a delay in our response, and we don't want people to be exposing themselves to undue danger.
Firefighters say they were able to put out the fire quickly. They think a malfunction with the water heater may have started that fire.
A woman is now facing charges for a Madison County crash that killed 2 people last year. The grand jury indicted Abigail Melton for manslaughter and DUI. Police say she was driving drunk when her car crashed on Jacks Creek Road near Richmond. They say 2 of her passengers, Alyssa Mormon and Cody Garcia, died after the crash. The Madison County Circuit Court Clerk's office says there is now a warrant out for Melton's arrest. A man charged in connection to a fatal crash in Lexington will be in court this morning. Police say Michael Poe was drunk and speeding when his car crashed earlier this year on Athens-Boonesboro Road in Lexington. Nick Rucker, a National Guard soldier, died in the crash. Last month, police charged Poe with second-degree manslaughter, and he is scheduled to be back in court this morning.
Tonight, a march will be held to remember a pregnant Lexington woman who was murdered. Mariah Coleman was shot last month along Winburn Drive. Her unborn baby, Jacoby, also died. A march will be held tonight to remember the 2 and call for justice in the case. It will begin around 6 at the Fayette County Courthouse lawn. Lexington police are asking for help finding those responsible for the murder. To text a tip to Lexington police, start your message with Lex PD and send it to crimes or 274-637. You could get a reward for information given to police.
Well, police are looking for a murder suspect who they say was mistakenly released from jail.
It's a crazy story. Police say Terrence Moore and his brother killed Tyrone Booker Jr. in Louisville back in March. Moore was later transferred from a jail in Jefferson County to one in Taylor County, then to the Pike County Detention Center to answer to charges in a separate case. Pike County jail leaders say Moore was released from the jail September 30th because there were not any instructions that said he needed to be kept there.
We received a notice of discharge, which was to release him on 9/30/16. Our Class D coordinator checked the detainers in the Department of Corrections website. There was no detainers listed. There was no detainers listed on his notice of discharge.
In a statement, a Kentucky Department of Corrections spokesman blamed the mistake on a procedural error. He also said there are checks and balances in place at the local level that should have prevented the release. Police are looking for an inmate who they say didn't return to jail after receiving a court-ordered pass. Jail leaders say Isaac Moody received a 2-week furlough from the Fayette County Detention Center. He was supposed to return to the jail yesterday morning, but he hasn't shown up. There's now an arrest warrant for Moody, charging him with escape.
Investigators now say a fire at a Perry County post office last week was set on purpose, and they have now released surveillance video showing a suspect. The fire caused extensive damage at the Yerkes post office. The video shows a car pulling up to the building and a man lighting something on fire and then throwing it at the front of the building. He then drove off. So far, police have not made any arrests in that case. In Scott County, a grand jury has indicted a woman nearly a year after a crash killed her brother. Patricia Burton is now facing several charges, including manslaughter. Last October, police say her car crossed the center line of Highway 227 and hit an oncoming car. Burton's brother, Paul Burton, who was riding with her, died after the crash. She's scheduled to be arraigned early next month.
Lexington police are looking for a man who they say robbed a check cashing business. Police released surveillance pictures of the suspect. You can see them on their screen right now. They say yesterday afternoon he walked into Check Advance on Richmond Road, showed a gun and demanded money. Police say he then left the business with some money. Thankfully, no one was injured.
5:38 on WKYT this morning. Investigators say a suspected scam in Laurel County turned out to be harmless. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office received reports of 5 people approaching elderly people, saying that they needed to take a picture of them and to see their identification. There were, of course, some concerns that this was a scam, but deputies say it's not the case. They say a church's youth group had been taking part in a scavenger hunt. One of the requirements was to find a person at least 80 years old and take their picture.
Well, if you live in a Lexington neighborhood, you may have noticed many dead trees along the streets. The emerald ash borer insect took out many of the street trees in Lexington. Right now, arborists say we are seeing the peak of the damage. Ash trees make up about 10% of the street trees in Lexington, and those are the ones targeted by the emerald ash borer.
So for years, they didn't realize what was going on with these trees while they were dying, but it ultimately became evident when they cut these trees down that there was an insect inside those trees, which was the emerald ash borer.
Coming up at 6:35, WKYT's Miranda Combs has advice on how to deal with that dead tree that might be sitting in your front yard.
Well, there are some security changes at Rupp Arena this basketball season, and it begins here in a couple of days.
That's right. It begins with Big Blue Madness on Friday. All fans will have to walk through metal detectors before entering the arena. Rupp Arena has been using the metal detectors for other events since April, but this will be the first time they're used for UK basketball games.
Taking their cell phones and any large metal objects out of their pocket and having them ready to drop into the tray, they can pass through the walk-through magnetometers fairly quickly.
The arena is also limiting the size of bags that can be brought into the arena. There will also be an express line for fans without bags so they can get through security faster. We have a list of what you can and cannot bring into the Rupp this season right now on WKYT.com.
Well, it's just about here.
I know. Can you believe it? Two more days.
A lot of people very excited, no doubt about it, and for the season ahead. Well, an iconic statue right outside the Kentucky Horse Park is going to be receiving a big touch-up.
The statue of the famed horse Man o' War is now more than 70 years old. Horse Park leaders say it's deteriorated a little bit from outside conditions over the years, so they say they've hired a company to restore the statue by putting a new copper coating on it. The restoration work has been scheduled for later this month. The horse park is still raising money to restore the panels around the statue.
Well, we can all use a little sprucing up, right?
Can't we, though?
That's good.
Upkeep is important.
You know, the fun trivia question, what year did Man o' War win the Kentucky Derby?
Oh, I should know that, and I don't.
Well, he didn't.
Oh, that's right.
There you go, right?
Not tricky.
Get you thinking here early on your Wednesday. 5:41 is our time this morning. And let's check live drive traffic and see what's going on. The region is clear. We have no reports of any problems out there. I-75, I-64, all the major arterials running just fine.
Looking good. Now let's take a look outside, courtesy of the Lexington-Fayette Urban County Government's live drive cam. We are right now looking at I-64 and I-75, the southern split there. Everything moving along very nicely on your Wednesday.
They do seem to be doing some striping work in the overnight hours. You know,
is that right?
Yeah, so out there on the
also
interstates.
sprucing things up.
Yeah, sprucing things up. That's right. Get ready for winter in that case. More news coming up on WKYT here on your Wednesday morning.
Still ahead, we're getting lost in a mega maze in New York. That corny story coming up after Micah's forecast.
We're in the 40s and 50s early this morning, but toward the afternoon it actually feels quite nice. Now you better enjoy it now because much cooler air slides in the next couple of days with rain chances. I'm going to show you when that arrives coming up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
As you're waking up and heading out the door here in the next hour or so, it's really not a bad start to the day. It's much better than the past couple of mornings. Past couple of mornings we've had just a couple of 30s here and there mixed in, some of the valley region, but for the most part it's been low to mid 40s, and it looks like we're well above that for many locations outside. Now 45 is going to be a bit chilly as you're heading out the door there in Laurel County, off towards say Monticello and Wayne County, Powersburg, work your way into Pine Knot, Whitley City, all the way to Williamsburg and Saxton, Middlesboro, Pineville. There you go, holding on to the low 40s. Those are chilly conditions, but in the 50s, it's not all that bad. So it's cool outside, but not too bad. We're staying dry, too, as the kids are heading out to the bus stop. Coming home, they'll have no problems. We're sitting there in the mid-70s. So it's one of those days you can actually throw on some shorts, throw them on some short-sleeve shirts, and be okay with it even during the morning hours. Morning hours still, like I said, slightly cool, but oh no, it's not that bad. Let's go through the night and into tomorrow morning because we're staying dry today. But tomorrow morning we'll actually pick up on some rain. So the kids heading out to the bus stop tomorrow morning, this may be the first time in a long time they've actually had to deal with some rain during the morning hours. It's not going to be a lot. This is very light stuff. I would say 75 corridor back toward the west is your best opportunity. There is 8 a.m. Let's go through your day and watch what happens. The farther east you go and the further into the afternoon that you go, better likelihood of it just fading away. So eastern zones, I would not expect rain. I would just know that there is a small chance. But really is the morning hours and the western zones. That's the best timing and the best area for about 1/10 of an inch, 2/10 of an inch, and that's about it. Off toward the afternoon, we're in the mid-60s. Then we do it all over again tomorrow, or Friday rather, as we're holding on to the mid-60s as well. There will be a chance of rain as we head toward Friday night football. Obviously, it's not a lot of rain. It's not very heavy rain, but still, we're talking about the rain chance, especially south of I-64. Heading off, there's 8 p.m., and you can see it is knocking on our doorstep. So we'll call it a slight chance there nearing halftime and toward the end of the game as most of this stays down toward the far southwestern zones. I'd say Cumberland region and then back toward Bowling Green. green. That's your best bet. But it's still there. Yeah, we'll have to watch that and see if it glides a little farther toward the north as we head throughout the next couple of days. So 7-day forecast, the breakdown of it. A nice day today, but you'll feel the changes next couple of days. Toward the weekend, here comes another shot at chances of rain. But these are not good chances. They're 30–40%. Nobody's going to get a rain out. And most of this, you won't have thunderstorm action. There's only the small chance of thunderstorms, meaning don't expect a lot of lightning with these as these pass on through. But a lot of events going on. You got the Preston and Mount Sterling court days going on this weekend. It's a big event. Thousands and thousands of people head over there, Montgomery County. So just keep in mind.
It's huge.
Yeah,
it is.
It's huge. Traffic and everything going on over there. As of right now, I would lean more toward dry, but you still can't rule out a small chance.
There's a cute YouTube video about the Mount Sterling event, about court days. You ought to put that out on Twitter and let people look at it. It was really, really fun, you know. Aerial shots and all that. Huge crowd. 5:48 is our time this morning.
Well, it's feeling like fall outside, and this story will put you in the mood for all things fall. We're taking a closer look at a mega corn maze in New York.
Here we go. This year, the maze at Fairview Farm is shaped like a swan. As you can see, hundreds of families lined up to take on the giant maze. It covers 8 acres of land, and it features about 250,000 stalks of corn. The corn is about 12 feet high, so there's no way to see out of the maze. The family who runs the farm changes up the maze each year, and they do give out some clue sheets so that people don't get too lost in there. But
that's a good idea. You know, I don't know how they do that, and I don't want to know because that would take away part of like the magic of it. It's so cool to see those aerial shots. It's amazing.
And how you can't see it unless you're up that high. All right, it's a lot of fun. We have some of those around here, of course, as well. And it's good to have you on WKYT here on your Wednesday morning.
Coming up, you'll get a look at the stories making news at this hour.
Plus, we'll be checking traffic again. We'll see how things are moving along there as you get ready to go this morning. We have some health news and a lot more. Hey, thanks for being here on WKYT this morning. Hey, good morning to you and welcome in. Great to have you on WKYT as we roll toward 5:53 now, bright and early on your Wednesday.
Let's take a look now at some of the stories we're working on for you this morning.
Well, Lexington police are right now looking for 2 suspects who they say nearly hit an officer. This happened around 3:30 this morning at the Econo Lodge at 8th and Boonesboro Road out near Interstate 75. One officer had to jump out of the way to avoid being hit. Police tell us the car took off going southbound on I-75 toward Madison County. They're right now looking for a 2003 white Dodge Stratus.
Tonight, a march will be held to remember a pregnant Lexington woman who was murdered. Mariah Coleman was shot last month along Winburn Drive. Her unborn baby, Jacoby, also died. A march will be held tonight to remember the two and call for justice in the case. It will begin around 6 o'clock at the Fayette County Courthouse lawn. Topping your national headlines this morning, we are just 4 weeks away from Election Day, and Donald Trump is sharpening his attacks against Hillary Clinton and critics within his own party.
Speaking in Florida, the Republican nominee called Clinton a, quote, vessel of corrupt global establishment. And this came hours after he called House Speaker Paul Ryan, a Republican, weak and ineffective on social media. The Democratic nominee is continuing to be dogged by leaked emails published by WikiLeaks. One of those released yesterday apparently shows the interim DNC chair giving Clinton's campaign advance notice on CNN Town Hall Questions.
Thousands of people in coastal North Carolina are evacuating and keeping a close eye on rising rivers in the wake of Hurricane Matthew. In Greenville, officials warned the Tar River would overwhelm every bridge in the county when it crests later today. In Haiti, where hundreds died as a result of the storm, residents are slowly starting to rebuild.
And another system, Hurricane Nicole, is expected to approach Bermuda tonight. Nicole strengthened into a hurricane in the central Atlantic Ocean yesterday after swirling in the region as a tropical storm. Bermuda was last hit by a hurricane almost 2 years ago.
Well, it turns out getting dizzy after standing up is cause for concern. I think that's happened to all of us, and that tops this morning's health headlines.
A new study finds a sudden drop in blood pressure when quickly standing is linked to a higher risk of developing dementia. Researchers followed more than 6,000 elderly and healthy people for 22 years. They say participants with this particular type of low blood pressure, called orthostatic hypotension, got less blood pushed to their brains, which over time can lead to brain dysfunction.
Well, this story is interesting. A new Canadian study shows that running repairs your brain. Researchers working with mice discovered a molecule that's triggered by running. They say it helps to heal the protective coating that surrounds and insulates nerve fibers in the brain. So you are all set, buddy.
Maybe I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
All right. Time this morning coming up on 5:56.
Let's get a check this hour on today's traffic trouble spots with live drive traffic.
Here's a look at the times in the region, the travel times into Lexington or to these destinations that are just outside Lexington if you're traveling. And it's normal to Nicholasville, Versailles, Paris, Georgetown, Richmond. Everybody moving along just fine this morning.
Let's take a look outside now with the Lexington Fayette Urban County Government live drive cam. We're looking at Man of War and Richmond Road, always a busy one, but looking very smooth sailing this morning.
It does, and it's another day to enjoy this wonderful weather. We are really on a streak. I mean, it just feels so comfortable when you're outside.
It's one of those days where you can wear anything and you're good.
So let's check in with Micah and see how much longer we hang on to that.
Yeah, in the morning hours, it's been really chilly the past few mornings. It's one of those you'll have to throw on a light sweater, light coat, and then by the afternoon you get rid of it because, like they were talking about, it just feels phenomenal. Well, this morning you may not need a light coat. It's 55 degrees in Moorhead, and we're sitting there at 48 now in Frankfort. I'd say Frankfort, London, those are kind of the chilly spots. It is, we travel in towards your afternoon. We're at 76 degrees, really nice looking day. However, tomorrow off towards your Friday, here comes a big time cold front. I'll show you what that brings coming up with another hour of WKYT News. If you're about to take off, have a great day. If not, stick with us.